Welcome to Neville TV with the brand new Casio Exilim EX-ZR200 camera here, which is a really beautiful camera, and it will probably be the predecessor of my Panasonic TZ7. So as you can see here, we have a really nice red-black box. Here are the technical specs, so you can check those out. We have 60 megapixel camera, which has a 12.5 times optical zoom, but actually it has a super resolution technology built in, so you can go up to 25 times optical zoom also. It's a little bit different from the ZR200, not ZR20. So on the top you have the 200, and you can read the technical details right here. So there is a little bit different between these two, not only from the box size of course, but I will of course tell you that later when we do the full review. Let's now unbox the device and see how really fast it boots up. Casio says it needs less than 1 second to boot up, so let's see. We have here the manuals, which are of course in a few languages. Then we have the camera itself. This is the white version actually. Then we have a charger unit, which looks like this. It's actually kind of like your smartphone charger, but you don't only have a USB cable for it, you also have an extra connector cable for it. And actually we have of course a little hand sleeve here also for just wrapping it around your hand knuckles. So we have the USB cable, which is not micro USB but a special Casio USB port here and on this end. So if you lose that, you have to pay a few bucks probably to Casio. You won't get it that cheap. And then we have a standard cable that you probably already know from your notebook. It should also look like this for this little adapter, which has on one side this connector and on the other side the USB, and it gives out 650 milliamps. So keep that in mind. So you should be able to actually charge your Casio also with your smartphone adapter, but don't forget the extra Casio cable. So we have the white camera right here, which is pretty beautiful because we have the golden ring here on the around here. Then we have of course a few technical details again on the front. We have a flash built in, and this is actually rubber, I think, maybe even leather, but it feels quite good. On the bottom you can see you can use it with a stand, and then we have a really nice battery also right now inside, which has 1800 milliamps at 3.7 volts, so that's huge. This was built in January, and I already put my SD card also in here. It only supports SD cards, but it should support up to 32 gigabytes with SDHC. On this side there's nothing. On the top there is the button, so you can shoot up to 30 pictures continuously in full resolution. We have two microphones. Then on an off switch you can of course take your photos here on the top. It has 2 steps to press, and there is also the zoom. Then you can of course change your settings. For example, we can also shoot HDR pictures with this. On this side there's only the HDMI and the USB for charging and nothing else. Of course you can also put it around your hand right there, and on the back there is of course the few options. This is not a touchscreen, but you can of course turn on your camera, for example, not only on the top with the on and off switch, but by pressing the camera button also. And maybe you saw that it didn't even take 1 second. Casio tells us it takes 0.98 seconds to boot up the camera, and it feels like that. So you press it and it's already on, and you can take your pictures, and you can really take them continuously. If you can see, I'm pressing. Actually we are in HDR mode right now, so that's why it's a little bit slower, but otherwise it's really fast, and you don't have to wait that long to take your pictures. Then you can hit right away play, and then you will be able to see those last pictures that you took. I don't know why it's so slow actually right now. Maybe because it took HDR pictures, so it lays over a lot of pictures over each other, but when you press the play button it closes up on the front, and I don't know why it's so busy. So yeah, you can see here we have quite a few pictures, and one picture I in particular want to show you is this one. This is without zooming in. And then we have this one, which is actually the duck that is really small right here. Not the bigger one, but the smaller one right there. So that's 25 times super resolution zoom. And then let's go to the menu. So you can see here we have a few options in the play menu. I'm just going through it so you can see all the options, and then in the setup also, and that's actually all you can do in this camera in settings. So that's it. You can of course hit your record button for movies right away, and actually that's it from the Casio Exilim ZR200 in this unboxing video. Thank you very much for watching on Devil TV. Until next time, tune in again, and if you know German, read the review on techfocus.de.